Alright guys, just gonna do a quick little rundown of the products that I used on the C7 Vet. So I use 2-bucket method, and I use the mothers and the Eagle 1 clay. I mean, you could use any kind of clay you want, and honestly the Eagle 1 is probably the way to go. Sometimes this thing doesn't really fit into some of the tighter spaces, and this is easier to drop, whereas this one's a mitt. So this is kind of my go-to. I still like using this though. I think it works really good on glass, and once you get all those bonded contaminants off the glass, it's pretty nice. So I mean, that's up to you, or you could use a traditional clay. And then I always buy the Bug sponge brushes, but I don't know, I need to get like some wheel woolies or something, because especially on a car like that Vet, I can't even like really clean around the calipers, and you know, it's big boy stuff. I usually don't do cars like that, so it's not really something I deal with all the time, so I don't have like the wheel woolies for that. But I guess I'll have to get them. So, you know, I use the Zymol wash. This stuff is pretty good. I mean, you could have used, you know, the Ultimate Wash and Wax, which this stuff is really awesome, but it's got a wax in it. And then this stuff's pretty good too. I've used this on my brother's car. This Citrus Blast stuff. And, it's just that if you're gonna, you know, do some polishing work, it's really not a benefit to have any kind of wax in your wash soap. So that's kind of why I went with the Zymol, but you could have used pretty much any soap will get the job done. So washed it up, got it rinsed off, did the clay. You know, I used the Meguiar's Ultimate Wheel Cleaner. Stuff is great. You can use it on tires too. And as far as wiping off the rims, you know, like I said before, the Eagle 1, I really like using the stuff on wheels. I don't know what it is about this stuff, but I don't know. It's just, it's like a thicker formula than this Meguiar's. This stuff is kind of watery. I mean, this stuff works pretty decent too, but for some reason I just find myself reaching for this more often. So, and then, you know, I use the Gold Class to clean those wheels off afterwards, because they got water spots on them from rinsing the car off after doing the clay work. But this is a great way to finish off the car too. I mean, you could use pretty much any quick detailer. I mean, I'm kind of a fan of the Gold Class, but they're all pretty good, and especially the Ultimate quick detailer is really good for cars that have like textured plastic. It's like you can wipe off the textured plastic and works out pretty good. So the other thing I was talking about, getting those solvent-based contaminants off, this Prep All stuff. You know, I'll put links in for all this stuff. This stuff's kind of hard to find, so I like to just buy it off of Amazon because it's super easy. It shows up at the door and I don't have to run around searching for it. And then I'll put it in a spray bottle. Just makes it a little easier to use. So after the car was washed and clayed, just ran over it with the 205 by hand. And I also have these little handles. These come in pretty handy, especially when you're trying to polish by hand. Gives you a little more leverage to apply a little more pressure. And I kind of like using the microfiber because I feel like they cut better than a foam. So after we got done with that 205, it's got a nice coat of the 26 paste wax. You know, I like using the paste wax, especially after I've done some kind of polishing work. I just feel like it's a lot more concentrated than a liquid or a spray wax. And I feel like it's a really good idea to get that, you know, really concentrated coat of paste wax on there so that paint can absorb all the oils and help keep that paint moisturized. So after going through with that, topped it off with the fast finish. This stuff is great, super fast, super easy. Like, this stuff would be great on a daily driver too. Like, if you're gonna just do a wash on your whatever daily driver car, you know, get it dried off and you just want to put a fast coat of wax on it, I don't think anything's faster than this. Like, I mean, maybe that hybrid ceramic is pretty much in that ballpark too. But like I said before, I don't know. I haven't used that hybrid ceramic too much, and I'm actually a pretty huge fan of that. And then just in this circumstance, the way we're doing the car, you know, if I was doing a maintenance wash on that C7, I'd probably throw the ceramic on there. But, you know, in this case, doing a polish work or whatever, it just worked out using this. So, you know, don't count this stuff out. I mean, this is actually a really excellent product. And like I said, the hybrid ceramic's kind of upstaging, and it's almost sad because this stuff, I don't know, it's only been out for a couple of years. It's still kind of a newer product. So there you have it, guys. I think the car turned out pretty damn good. My buddy Matt was he was really happy with the results, and I just want to thank Matt for bringing the car up. You know, he lives in Kansas, so I mean, he drove all the way from Kansas for 4th of July, and also I didn't know if he was bringing the vet or not, and he brought it up, so I was super happy. You know, got to check it out. Just an awesome car. What a great machine. I mean, I'm a Mustang guy, but damn, Chevy knocked it out of the park with that C7. Alright guys, so like I said, I'll have links to all these products. If you have any questions, you know, you're doing something to your car and you need help and you think I can help you out, just leave a question in the comment section. I try to answer questions, you know, as often as I can whenever YouTube actually tells me somebody left a message. So there you go. Alright guys, I hope you liked the video. Tell me what you think in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one.